So it seems that Toonami and Tom have decided to get political, as they have called their entire audience a bunch of racists. Well, that was a complete and total mistake. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. I remember when entertainment used to be about fun and escapism, being able to escape the issues with the real world, not having to worry about anything going on in your personal life, no stress or any of that, just jumping into fiction, having a good time, right? I think everybody remembers that. And Toonami was one thing that many people also enjoyed back in the 90s, 2000s, introduced a lot of people to anime as well as pretty cool action cartoons. Well, guess what? Looks like your friendly robot Tom and Toonami, they decided to get political, and they have decided to call everyone a racist, stating that basically everybody is one, whether you believe you are or not. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. This is absolutely ridiculous. Cartoon Network's Toonami runs new bumper supporting Black Lives Matter. This article is by Bound to Good Comics, and get ready for the insanity that's about to unfold here. Cartoon Network's late-night action block Toonami has recently produced a new bumper featuring their iconic mascot Tom voicing support for Black Lives Matter movement. This is a platform for entertainment. People don't come to Toonami for politics. That's never why they watched it. They watched to have a good time. As I stated before, it's about escapism. They were there to watch the shows, to have a good time, to not worry about the issues within the real world, to be able to just have a good time, relax, and not worry about their stressful lives. That's why they were watching Toonami, not for a political statement. People don't want to watch the news and then go to a channel about entertainment and then it turns out to actually just be like, well, let us give you some propaganda. This is why I stopped watching American television. This is the exact reason why. On August 29th, Tom took to the screen and informed viewers that there has been a lot of talk about race lately. Tom then asserted that statements such as, I don't see color, racism isn't real anymore, and all lives matter were actually harmful and steer away from the bigger issue. Racism still exist. Well, they're definitely making that abundantly clear with their own statements here. They're the ones proving that right here. As this is said, images of unity, teamwork, and perseverance from various Cartoon Network aired series appear. Shows such as Dragon Ball Super, Samurai Jack, Naruto, and Ball Masters 9000 flashed across the screen. While this is going on, Tom informs viewers that it's up to all of us to recognize that and take action. Oh, but get ready, because here's the kicker to this one, the next statement. To that end, Tom states that viewers who have thought, maybe, but not me, are in fact racist and have some truth to uncover. What? Are you serious? Like, what? They actually said that. Oh, just remember, guys, Tom thinks that everyone is a racist. Keep that in mind. He thinks everyone is. For fans who thought, this isn't why I watch Toonami, Tom informed them to think again. Oh, so now Tom's not only calling you a racist, but he's also saying that you have to think differently, that you can't have your own reason for watching Toonami, that instead, oh no, it has to be for these reasons. Oh my dear God. What is this insanity? I can tell you right now, Toonami, this is not a way to keep your audience, because calling your audience a bunch of racists, that is not a way to keep your fans around. They're going to leave. There's going to be a lot of them that's going to leave, for certain, because nobody is going to sit around there and accept that. That is wrong on so many levels. You've got to be kidding me. Absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable. This special bump ends with Tom asking viewers to think about how you can be a part of an honest conversation about racism, because Black Lives Matter and will always matter. Look, when it comes to racism, I do think that people should all unite together to stand against it. But at the same time, racism isn't just everybody but a certain group of people. On Twitter, Adult Swim SVP creative director and Toonami co-creator Jason DeMarco explained the bumper. In a series of tweets, Jason DeMarco first thanked those who reached out to say it meant something to you. I'm really glad it did. No, it doesn't. The only reason why they bring this stuff up is to try to ensure viewership, right? To try to get money from your wallet. That's basically the only reason why they bring this stuff up. They don't care about anything they say they support. No company does. Here's the thing. If these companies really did care, you would have imagined that they would have said something, a year ago about everything that was going on in Hong Kong. They didn't say anything about the people suffering over in Hong Kong. Not one bit, and yet to this very day, they still haven't. Oh, well, I wonder why. If they really cared, they would have brought that up a long time ago. But haven't seen anything about that. Where's that one, Toonami? Huh? You want to explain where that one is? All right, you're not going to do it because you don't care. That's exactly why. And instead, we have Tom the Robot over here, sitting over here saying that everybody is a racist. And, here's the thing. I think that most of the people in the world will agree that racism is a terrible thing. I think most people will definitely agree with that. But then, of course, Toonami airs this, which is a racist ad. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then they go around and try to say that all of their fans are a bunch of bigots. Like, are you kidding me? And then DeMarco makes this statement. We at Toonami know we can only do so much with our platform, but we wanted to be clear what our little block stands for. Equality, compassion, love, and strength are at the core of so much of our programming and at the core of the message we want Toonami to deliver. Oh yeah, so much equality, compassion, love, and strength when you're just over there calling all your fans a bunch of racists. Oh yeah, that's definitely love and compassion right there. Oh my lord, you gotta be kidding me. Absolutely ridiculous crap. And then, of course, Steve Blum comes in and states, I stand behind this personally and professionally. So keep in mind, Steve Blum, Tom's voice actor, he considers the audience to also be a bunch of racists. Always remember to keep that in mind. Oh my freaking god, this is horrible. Wow. Absolutely awful. What do you make of Toonami's message? Oh, I make a lot of things out of this message. Because apparently Toonami seems to not have any problems at all standing by the fact that they called their entire viewer base, all of them, racist. I mean, that's messed up. You do not call your viewers that at all. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's absolutely awful. Are all of Toonami's viewers unconsciously racist? Of course not. And people were not happy and took to Twitter. This was pretty bad. Well, it looks like I'm never watching bigoted Toonami anymore. BLM, BC, ALM. Race doesn't exist, therefore racism doesn't exist. Allowing the concept of race to exist allows the concept of racism to exist. This crap that's happening is straight up ignorance. Woo. Woo-hoo-hoo. Youch. This is just racist propaganda. Black lives will never thrive, and race relations will be set back by decades if people listen to divisive messages like this. It's really, really sad that Toonami took a complete 180 on their everyone is equal stance, which a few years ago they actually had a ad on Toonami that was actually known as the equality speech, which was very, very vastly different than what it is now. Vastly different. And, they weren't calling anybody racist back then. It was very different. But apparently, Toonami doesn't mind, attacking the viewers now. Apparently, they have no problem with that. What a joke. Enough. The funny kind either. The absolute bullshit. All you're doing is providing lip service to a bullshit movement. If you think all lives matter is offensive, maybe you need to rethink your life choices. Ooh. What does this have to do with anime? See, that's the point. What does this have to do with anime? Absolutely nothing. It has absolutely nothing to do with anime. But, instead of it being about entertainment, which it should be the whole entire time, of course, Toonami has to make a political statement. See, this is what people are tired of. And this person, brings up this point. Get your political BS out of our entertainment. Nobody wants it. And they're absolutely right. They go on to state this. Cartoon Network Toonami promotes propaganda, which at this point, majority of Western content is propaganda. I mean, it is. When it comes to entertainment, why do you think people actually turn to anime? The reason why is because they don't have to listen to propaganda. They don't have to listen to that crap. I mean, people get seriously tired of all the politics in entertainment today, and, for good reason. They're sick and tired of hearing it, and they definitely don't want to be called racist. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, seriously. insane stuff here. One person made this really great statement. To me, it mostly meant that I was right not to let my daughter watch modern cartoons. How the fuck are you going to tell a 10-year-old that she's racist, and if she thinks she's not, then she's wrong? You idiots have lost your minds over this nonsense. And this person's absolutely right. I mean, for Toonami to think that this was a wise idea, also being late to the party on talking about this matter, I mean, they could have done this a lot differently. And, one way they definitely could have done this differently was to not attack their fans. You don't attack your fan base. And for now, to have Toonami come out here and state that they're basically political, because this is what this is, it's nothing more for them to come out and state that, hey, look, we're political now. Well, I can tell you another statement that's going to be coming in the future if it hasn't already, which that would be get woke, go broke. I'll tell you that right now. But here's the big thing. This could have totally been done differently, and there was obviously no reason to attack the fans, and that's just going to make it that much worse. And if anything, the more that this stuff happens, in my personal opinion, I think that this is just going to make more of a divide rather than bringing people together. I think this is going to cause more problems because, whenever you go and attack your fans in such a fashion like this, I mean, you're clearly making a divide rather than you are unifying people. I mean, seriously. And the thing of it is that, if anything, we are now regressing as a society rather than coming together because of stuff like this. I mean, when you think about it, racism is a terrible thing. I mean, shouldn't be happening. People should obviously unify together to stand against it. But, with stuff like this, well, it makes us take a step back rather than forward. And if anything, this situation has also taught us one thing about Toonami. What they think about their entire fan base. About how they think that their entire fan base is a bunch of racist. Which this situation could have obviously been handled much differently. And to attack your fans like that, that's a horrible thing to do. You should never call your fans that. Absolutely awful decision. And we'll see how Toonami going political goes for them, because it may end up with them going broke. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.